in Jackson, Mississippi, recently there's been a common concern about the amount of fish in the Mississippi River. We send this story over to Ed to cover today's topic.
Thank you, Carol. Today is a great day on the Mississippi River. Recently, we've been following the story of the invasive species, the pig-headed Asian carp. Today, I'm here with two local fishermen, Frank and Ron, to discuss the effects on the ecosystem and their livelihood.
Hello, Ed. Great to have you here with us today. One major issue that us fishermen are facing here on the river is the competition in and on the river nowadays. We are worried about the food supply because they wipe out just about every species in the river. These fish are pretty big as they eat 15 pounds of food per day.
50 pounds? How is the ecosystem sustaining them out? I heard they reproduce about 300,000 eggs per female with a 1 through 3 survival rate.
If I'm being honest, I don't know, Ed. It's crazy to think that one river can support so much life, and this is just in Mississippi. This river goes through 9 states. Aside from humans, this fish isn't hunted.
These fish are quite ugly. The color tends to be dark gray and fades to white toward their belly. With dark blotches on their sides, they are narrow fish, and their eyes project downward. And below their mouth, on their head, there are no scales. And their lower jaw protrudes pretty far out. Back to you, Ed.
So, Ron, where did these carp come from?
All carp were imported from Southeast Asia to the United States, meant to help aquaculture and wastewater treatment to keep ponds clean.
And how did they backfire?
This all went downhill because there was a flood that accidentally released all the fish that guided them into the Mississippi River.
How did they affect you and your fellow fishermen's daily lives?
A lot of fishermen dropped out of the commercial fishing because of an inconsistent income. With all this carp, the likelihood of bringing in a new shipment of native fish nowadays is very low.
How do they affect the amount of organisms trying to survive in the river?
The big-headed carp outcompete other fish and other organisms for food and space, such as the mussel. Because the carp move around so much, the water is stirred up and the quality is lowered, killing the mussels.
Wow. That's not good. Over to Felicia to talk about their feeding systems.
Thanks, Ed. These fish are freshwater animals which live in pools, streams, lakes, and reservoirs. These prefer slower moving bodies of water with soft, muddy bottoms, and the Mississippi River has perfect conditions for these fish to thrive. As for the big-headed Asian carp feeding system, they are primary consumers. The phytoplankton are eaten by zooplankton, which are consumed by the carp, and the carp are rarely eaten by anything else. Back to Carol for the recap.
Today we covered the story of the invasion of the Asian carp in the Mississippi. They came from Southeast Asia, and they are quite dangerous fish for the ecosystem and the people on the river, seeing as they jump out of the water when stirred up. The Asian carp has a very complex bone structure and the coloring of the Asian carp. Thank you for tuning in to today's show. See you next time.